Hello, and thanks for joining us for another episode of Bible Bits. We already did one from yesterday, so I think we're doing two today. And did you know that the Lord not only makes house calls, but sometimes He goes to prison? Now, maybe your pastor doesn't make prison visits, but Jesus did, or God Himself did. Hey, you're saying, really, Joe? Come on. When I was an elementary school teacher, I on the chalkboard or the whiteboard, I used to draw a little monkey prison. I called it changa jail. And basically, if a kid lied to me, it was better than the corner or timeout, right? Or if a kid was mischievous, rambunctious, couldn't sit still, or if a kid was cheating on a test, monkey jail. But sometimes we justly are corrected, and sometimes we have no clue why we're in the circumstance or situation we are, but God tests us. Joseph went to prison, but unjustly, because he wouldn't sleep with Potiphar's wife, who was continually, not just one time, continually trying to seduce him, liking his bulky, strong muscles. He worked out. He looked fine. He was in good shape. He was a great physical specimen. A lot better than her husband. Yep. But Joseph refused. And so, when she complained to Potiphar and made up a story like, he was trying to rape me, here's his coat, he ran out of there naked. He put his faith in God, even though he was in prison 2 years. It wasn't fun for him. But in prison, God made the boy a man, toughened him up. Paul was in prison. Sometimes some of you might say, well, he deserved it. He was persecuting and killing Christians. But if he wasn't in prison, the Philippian jailer and his family wouldn't have been saved. We can read about that. Well, and Joseph was Genesis 39, but we read about Paul in Philippians 1 and Ephesians 3 and the Philippian jailer in Acts 16. And Peter, he was in prison. Acts 12. And God sent an angel. He thought he was in a trance. He thought he was dreaming. Woke him up. Walked him past the prison guards. Doors unopened. Chuck Colson was in prison. And if he wasn't in prison after Richard Nixon's Watergate time, he would have never started Angel Tree, a prison ministry that still goes today. So the Lord does make house calls, and He makes things work out good for those that trust in Him. Leave your thoughts and comments. Until next time, God bless. Hit subscribe. Join us daily. Not only will you hear good music, but you will hear pretty good word most of the time. Not perfect. I might be off once in a while. Pray for me. Till then, God bless.